You guys tired of talking about the DJI Smart Controller? Cool, me too. Let's talk about this range extender for your Autel EVO. Stick around. What's up and welcome back everybody. My name is Original Dobo for those who don't know me. Here on my channel I do drone and tech related videos with a little bit of the vlog and tutorial on the side. And today we're talking about the 4Hawks range extender for your Autel EVO controller. They went ahead and sent this out to me to go ahead and take a look at. Really wasn't looking for a range extender, but since they did offer to send one to me, I decided to take a look at it. So I did get this for free. Now, straight away, I've avoided range extenders for a long time simply because two reasons. One, it voids the warranty on your controller, and two, some of them are really technical and difficult to install. The 4Hawks is only one of those two things. Well, it's going to void your warranty, so neither I or 4Hawks condones voiding your warranty, but if you're interested in better range and everything we're going to talk about in this video, stick around. But this is so simple and easy to install. It took me literally 10 minutes. I did it on my kitchen table after getting back from dinner last night. And I've had some time today to really fly this and put it through its paces. So yeah, like I said, you will void your warranty if you open up your EVO controller. That's just sort of a byproduct of doing this type of thing. But I think the pros outweigh the cons in this scenario. So let's go ahead and just talk about this. So right out of the gate, you're going to get your standard 4Hawks antenna, and it is more of a palette style design than your flippy antennas that you get on the controller itself. There is some mounting hardware in the box, and there's a wrench. That's literally all you get. Tools you'll need a T6 Torx bit screwdriver, and you'll definitely need some things to pry on the plastic, but to do it gently. I used a Mac toolkit that I had lying around that actually worked really good for this, and if you guys are interested, I'll link that down in the description. It had all the tools I needed plus all the plastic pries to be able to get this on and off really easy. One of my biggest complaints with the standard antennas on the EVO is not really the range or anything, but it's more or less the durability and build quality. The pins tend to back out after a period of time, and with this 4Hawks controller, really don't have to worry about that. I'm not really interested in range with this. However, I am interested in the penetration through dense wooded areas and the overall noise that this circumvents. So noise is a thing when we're talking about transmissions. Obviously, there's all sorts of invisible wireless radio frequencies going all around, even right now, that we can't see. All that can affect the communication between you and your drone. So the 4Hawks aims to eliminate some of those radio frequency disruptions that you'll get from your drone. And I have to say, where I took this out, the reason why I did take it out in this area, well, one, it's an open area, not heavily populated, but there are several cell phone towers that have always caused me lots of problems in the past. And I would usually get a lot of noise and disruption in previous flights with the Autel EVO. So I went ahead, took this out. And my main goal was not to just fly it out as far as I can, because that's just lame. I mean, let's face it, why are we going out that far? But I wanted to see if there was any video breakup or signal loss throughout the duration of the flight. And it was also very windy, so I want to set that preface that it was very windy, 14 plus miles an hour today. And I had a great headwind going, but coming back, the wind was against me. And I didn't have quite the full battery because of some issues calibrating the gimbal. Oh, and by the way, yes, there is a crazy amount of gimbal tilt. I'm going to be sending my EVO in to have them look at it, but not really sure what's going on with that, but they'll square that away for me. But anyways, this is what we did. Took it out, and here's the video of me flying it with the 4Hawks radio controller extender. So right out of the gate, got like a pretty decent amount of speed, and with all previous flights that I've ever had, I mean, I would get video breakup about 3,500 to 2,500 feet at very low elevations. And you can see I'm not flying crazy high, no video breakup. I was able to push it all the way out to like 6,398 feet, full signal, not even an ounce of any sign of video breakup, and I never once got that warning that I had any sort of weak video signal. The transmission was nice and smooth back down to my iPhone and to the controller. and it just felt really good. And the fact that I didn't have to fly it at 330 feet or even almost 400 feet to be able to push through these heavy woods was awesome. So if you ask me, this thing does work, and the fact that the cell phone towers in the area weren't affecting the quality coming back to the controller, to me is a big win. I think it does work, and I think it serves a good purpose. I mean, yes, it adds a bit of bulk. It's not quite as travelable? I don't know. It's not quite as portable as it was before, but they are pretty easy to get on and off, and they are adjustable, so you can adjust the angle in which your antenna sits. So I have mine like down all the way at the lowest setting, sort of like this, and I think that works good. You can sort of see it right here. Here's a better look at that. But yeah, I think this works really well, just like this. I was using a lift door at one point, but since switching over to the 4Hawks, I can't really figure out a good way to get the lift door in there. I've heard people have been able to modify it. I don't think I'll do that. I think I'm just gonna continue just using my iPhone just sort of like this. I mean, it's convenient, but it's definitely a go. Like I said, this area was a problem area for me, and I think this really rectified it. So we'll have to see it again once I get my Evo back from Autel Robotics, fixing that horizon tilt. But I'm really impressed with this. Again, for never installing a range extender on any drone before, this was super easy. This controller is super easy to open up. I was fearful at first, but literally 2 screws, you can get the back of this off, and you just got to be careful of the ribbon cables, and it's done. 10 minutes and you have an awesome range extender, and it fixes a lot of the inefficiencies with the video signal back down to the controller. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, make sure you smash that like button, and as always, stay original.